Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. As a culture for here, ready to start a full moon live stream, and today we have full moon in Scorpio opposing the sun in Taurus. Thank you for watching, your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, and a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. I wish that today you are not overreacting to anything, any place, or any person, and that you don't let others' overreactions make you out of your way, right? Especially, it's a fixed full moon, so you should be fixed in your own emotions, feelings, dreams, illusions, and imaginations. And even if it's negative, it's better to be lost within you, in your own dreams, in your own plans, than to be lost into somebody else. Right? I always say that. But better than all, it's not to be lost at all. So thank you for watching once again. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Use the links down below to find more of my content, to find the content and pages of my beautiful partner Daria as well. If you want tarot readings, natal chart readings, personal consultations, contact me. If you want great clothing, jewelry, web design, art, contact Daria using the links down below. Right? So let's get started. Let's get into the business. Let me just shuffle the cards while we talk here to get them spirits into the business. So, full moon in Scorpio, what does that mean? That we are, bro, you might be doing this as well, but if you are into spirituality and astrology and tarot, the way you overreact is either in a smaller percentage or about the right things, right? So we can totally say, like, in full moons is the only time where we are 100% correct, like we are overreacting to emotions and feelings that are consistent or fixed in our lives, right? And also, you might, if you are more into spirituality and you are more aligned with yourself and your spirit, your overreaction will be like 5 minutes. Somebody that is lost into the world or into their mentalities and emotions, their overreaction can be a whole day, can be 2 days, and then they might do things that last a week or more based on a single overreaction in the full moon in Scorpio, right? But if you know what you're doing with your spirituality, you can use this full moon in Scorpio to feel extremely deep. Not negatively, right? But to feel deep about your business, your growth, your relationship, your company, the way you doing something in your life that can lead you to a better position, or just about the current position you are in so you can maintain it fresh and with some renewable energy, right? So, full moon in Scorpio in general means overreacting and over responding to fixed emotions, fixed feelings, fixed dreams, illusions, and imaginations, and also fixed, consistent, and stubborn passions, motivation, anger, and frustration, and any deep desire that you or others are too much fixed on can cause overreactions or you being caught or being seen in a negative way. Imagine you drink or you smoke, so whatever, and others might be looking at that like normal, there is no problem. But if you are too fixed, if you are desiring too much today and for the next 3 to 4 days, people and even you that perceive that desire as normal now will look at it as weird because you are doing it too much or in a too much clingy way, too needy, too secretive, too weird. You know what I'm saying? And the moon is already in Scorpio, so we don't need to add more of that energy. What we need to add is Taurus energy with the sun, being more practical with our actions, making more sense with our expressions, and actually be on point, sacrifice a desire, an emotion, or feeling to have a good feeling, but about your circumstance, about your physicality, about your values, about how you think others value you. Now, don't go too far with that Venus energy and sacrifice your internal realm to relate and compromise with the external realm. Balance, right? Taurus ruled by Libra, ruled by Venus, I mean balance, right? Because Venus external side is Libra, right? But yeah, bring more rational actions, bring more realistic perspectives and be more fixed in your own values and what you uphold as being correct and efficient in your own way to have security and stability in your life. So you might need to sacrifice a desire to be stable. You might need to sacrifice an emotion to be on point. You might need to sacrifice a frustration or a passion just to feel valuable or to feel balanced in a consistent and realistic way. And that's the best way to think, the best way to do right now. That doesn't mean you have to stop the desire, right? Because when I'm doing readings or personal consultation and just talking with people outside, every time I bring the term sacrifice, most people immediately go to, oh, so I can't do it, so I have to stop doing it forever. No, actually, many times sacrifice a desire means instead of drinking 2 glasses of wine, instead of smoking 2 blunts, you smoke one, you drink one. You know, it doesn't mean you can't do it forever. No, it's just like you can stop. You don't do it today, you do it tomorrow. You don't do it after work or at the lunch break. You do it at home, or you do it at home before you do something on your own business or before you clean the bathroom. Anything, sacrifice, and that's actually have Aquarius tell him, right? So I've come to realize, especially growing up, coming into my business and my own structure, that most people also misunderstand Saturn, perhaps because it's the most further away planet, essence, and concept in spirituality. But most people misunderstand the concept of structure, the concept of time, the concept of building up something, the concept of sacrificing limits and boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And people really react bad to limits and boundaries in a negative way. They be like I said, I can do this forever. Oh, I have to shame myself because I was doing that. So no, it's not about that, right? Maybe because the moon is our closest chakra, and then Venus and Mercury and the sun are the closest neighbors. So it's all about emotions, being attached, feeling good, looking good, speaking good, acting good, right? But Saturn, far away, it's like, no, on point, on God, you know what I'm saying? And that sacrifice, it's not, oh, you can do it forever, or you have to hide it from others, or you have to spend the whole week without doing it. No, you can actually do it today, don't do it tomorrow, do it on the next day. Stop for right now while you have that urge, while you have that blood rushing, stop it, don't do it. When you're more calm and more rational, do it. Bro, it's all about, Saturn is exalted in Libra. It's all about that balance, right? So especially today, because I think that Taurus and Scorpio, I think they are the most extreme like signs and energy. You know what I'm saying? Fixed water, fixed earth, like the two extreme. I don't know how to like explain it. Maybe because I have a water moon, a Taurus moon, so I have too much emotions attached to this concept. But I really feel like it's too extreme. Like Taurus moon, the moon is exalted, right? Scorpio moon, even when it's not a full moon, it plays out full moon energies, because we too fixed in our feelings and emotions, and we reflect that onto others, and others are reflecting that onto us as well. So just a lot of water coming together and creating a lot of pressure, and pressure is temperature. Temperature is the movement of particles and spirits, and pressure means that there is more movement in the same space. So with more particles, with more spirits in the same space, they bounce off each other. They all fighting for space, so that increases the temperature and that can cause explosions, right? That's why Scorpio is ruled by Mars as well, and the moon is exalted in Taurus, because when things get too fixed, they start creating that too much friction and too much pressure, and eventually it will explode, right? Ask any Aquarius and Leo as well, but they can do it in a more sophisticated way, and they can do it in a more external way. They can make it laugh, make themselves laugh, make others laugh. They can use it as a story time. They can make it look what it was not, change a little bit the vibe. While Scorpios and Taurus, like, you can change the words, but the vibe is always there, because it's water and earth. Water is the vibe, earth is the materialization, the consecration of that vibe. So you can't fool anybody, right? That's why, bro, every person that has a lot of earth alignments or earth moon, right? They can be the goofiest motherfuckers, they can be the most smooth talking people in the world. You always feel serious, you always feel the attention. This does not lie, bro. A little bit the same with Scorpios, but because it's the water energy, You got a bit more like that connectivity and a bit more that juiciness, but still you always feel things can go really quick to one side or the other, very extreme, right? But that's it. In general, full moon in Scorpio, you or others overreact. No, everybody, but just others can make you overreact to emotions and feelings. And this might happen. Imagine somebody might be overreacting, whatever reason, it might be an internal thing, and because you are not reacting in the necessary level that they think you should be reacting, right? They might get pissed. Oh, you're not reacting to my thing. You don't think it's important. You don't relate. You don't care. Bro, I care. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm just not overreacting myself. Oh, so you are devaluing me. You don't respect my values. Jumping real quick to that sun in Taurus. So you don't see my situation. You don't see my values. You don't see. Oh, you don't value me then, right? No. Just I do all that. I just think that right now with the full moon in Scorpio, you don't need to say that to them. You can just keep that part to yourself, because sometimes I've tested this. This does not fail, right? Sometimes instead of saying, "Oh, you are a Virgo," you say you like to learn in a more mutable or associate but realistic way, right? Yeah, it's not that deep, true, but they might be like, no, it's deep, bro. No, it's not. We got this. No, it's deep, bro. And then you have to be fixed in your dryness with that sun in Taurus. You have to be fixed but relatable and sophisticated. They might be the Neanderthal, they might be the werewolf, they might be the crazy cow disease. You ain't. You the Empress, right? You're looking good, smelling good, speaking good. Let them be the monster, let them be the Minotaur. Yes, that's the Minotaur. Taurus in the head. When your desires come flushing to your head and you sacrifice your reality, you sacrifice your abundance, you sacrifice your ability to be stable and receive profit in a consistent, fixed way. So the Taurus comes to your head. No, the Scorpio comes to your head, the internal side of that thing, and then you become a Taurus, right? A head in Taurus, right? So great example. But yeah, coming back to what I was saying, sometimes when you want to really help somebody or you want to make a point across about astrology, sometimes to certain people, you can't say Virgo, you can't say Aquarius, you can't say Libra, because that will immediately turn them off and turn their attention away, right? So imagine, I remember this very well. I was with some old friends. We still connected, like no hate, but we're not friends. We're not like that deep, you know. And we're talking about school. And we're talking about this certain teacher that he was very personal, and he was always on top of you, like in a good way. But this friend of mine, he has a Virgo sign. He didn't like that type of teaching, right? So instead of me saying, oh, it's because he's a Virgo, I said he likes to learn in a more independent way. He likes that connection, but he feels too smothered and too cringe about the closenessness. He likes to be a bit more independent and learn for himself and test things out, and doesn't like that smotherness because he's a Virgo. And he said, yeah, bro, that's real shit. If I said, oh, it's because you are Virgo, so you don't like that, he wouldn't care, or he would say that I'm not on point, right? So it's just like, sometimes around people, around humans, I don't like to discriminate, but bro, it is what it is. Like, it's not, I'm not saying I'm not a human, I'm just a less percentage of a human. I'm more times an angel or a demon than I am a human. Because what's wrong with being a human? Like, what's wrong with being a human? Basically, it's like you are a human. Your thoughts, your ability to be logical, it's in hue, it's in colors, it's lost in something. When you are angelic or demonic, you are on a track, you are specific. You are either focusing on the spirit and all possibilities, or you are focusing on something materialistic so you can have a better experience or clean your space. When you are a human, right, you lost into the light. You are lost into the creation. You're not creating a better space by detaching or by focusing on something. You're just lost in the limbo, you're lost in between. That's why a lot of humans are lost into fart clouds, right? They have no direction. They have no, like, they pissed, but they are not sure. right? And it's kind of weird, right? And that's like a very human trait, is them listening to some wisdom and knowledge and getting triggered by one word. When you're a real spirit, you take the full picture into consideration. When you as a spirit are lost in a human mind, you might be receiving the best advice in the world, but I say astrology or I say Virgo, and you completely, you go, instead of you being in that spiritual connection, you go into that human space. Now you are in the hue. You're not angelic or demonic, you are in the hue space. And if I don't come to you in that space, you can't get it. That's a human, basically. Too much in emotions or too much in logic, not using those things, being used by those things, but like no discrimination. I'm a human too, but way less times, right? And you, if you are in a body, in a human body, you gotta be human sometimes, right? Your spirit chose to build a human mentality and the human body and the liver and lungs and the stomach, so you gotta be a human sometimes, but you gotta use this vessel, not be used by it. You gotta use it as a car and not be trapped in it as a jail cell, right? You gotta use it as a vehicle and not be stuck in it, right? And most people down here, quote unquote, are stuck in their human experience. Like, I have a human experience too, but that's not my only experience. And I accept my spiritual experience, angelic experience, demonic experience, mental experience, emotional experience, physical experience, right? So, yeah, there's actually some good Moon in Scorpio talk, full Moon in Scorpio talk, right? So, don't overreact to anything. That's for all full moons. Like, don't overreact to anything. Just keep it cool. Focus on good emotions and good feelings, or on bad emotions, because you know you didn't do enough. Because you know your situation ain't right. But don't go and try to run for the thing, try to change it right now. No. Right now, you must contemplate and reflect. We have a full reflection. The moon is full. So you have all the information necessary to create a conclusion, to create a better decision. But right now, we are doing it. We are creating the decision. We are contemplating. We are reflecting. So hold on. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. What is not right? Take that conclusion, then as the moon going to Sag and then Capricorn for real, take that action. Change yourself, change the world around you. Right now, just take those feelings and understand why you feel that way. What can you change in your life to not feel that way? Or what is making you feel that way? Are you feeling grateful? Why? Are you feeling unsatisfied? Why? Does that make sense? Especially the negative side. Does that make sense? That passion makes sense? That frustration makes sense? That aggressiveness makes sense? That unsatisfaction makes sense? That emptiness makes sense? Because you might just be feeling feelings that are in the air, because you are not your feelings and you are not your thoughts, and you catch these feelings, right? But it's not like the feeling went into you and it forced its way into you. No, you are already open, you are already in that space, so it's just your neighbor, right? So you are already in that space, so that means you accepted it, you let it in, right? So if you're feeling a certain way, it's because you were already in the neighborhood, right? So it's your responsibility nevertheless, right? But that's the thing, you might just be in that neighborhood for right now, for the moment, so that feeling might not even be yours. It might just be in the neighborhood, like you are in the hood and some people are in the car passing some loud ass music. It's not in your house, but it's so loud it might feel like it's in your house, right? That in the chat saying, true, all the full moons is the representation of it is what it is. That's true. And what can we change or continue doing? Real shit. Yep. That's true. That's true. Also, use this full moon in Scorpio to focus on your feelings and emotions. Maybe you have been working too much. Your life forces you to be a bit more serious, more detached. Because especially if you work like a normal job, and what I mean by normal job, a job where you have to deal with people, places, and things, where you have to team up with people that do not share your values, goals, and spiritual belief systems, right? Like, it's not even you are forced to, you don't want to. You don't want to connect spiritually, you don't want to connect your interests. You should not connect your interests and whatnot, so you have to act dry, you have to act distant, you have to act like not really being yourself, right? Because like they're not part of your soul group, they're not part of your team, like your real team, right? So if you go through that a lot now with the full moon in Scorpio, you should really take a step back, like ghost them if you have to, in a reasonable way, in a balanced way, and really focus on your emotions and feelings, fulfill yourself. That's why I was saying that you need to balance and perhaps sacrifice a desire or something, but that doesn't mean you should stop doing it, because in that one blunt, instead of smoking three, you smoke one, but that one blunt might be enough to fulfill your whole tank. Now you're feeling way better, you're feeling way more satisfied and valued. You know what I'm saying? And when I say blunt, I say anything. It can be a walk, it can be a steak with fries, it can be a glass of whiskey. You know what I'm saying? So, with that out of the way. Oh, and also, just to finish the full moon in Scorpio talk, don't be too fixed on your emotions and feelings as well, right? Because that will create full moon scenarios and transformative circumstances. Okay, let it move, let it take you to certain places, let it open new doors or close old ones. All right, don't force any feeling, emotion, or reaction from you or others right now. All right, so let's go into the tarot reading for the full moon in Scorpio. Oh wait, before we do that, actually, astro reading. Let's see how is the full moon in Scorpio, right, aligning with all the other alignments in the sky. In my location right now, full moon in Scorpio, 5 degrees, so still a long way to go. The moon moves 1 degree every 2 hours, so there's still 25 degrees to go until 30 degrees, right? So we still have 70 hours left, right? Because, wait, 20, no. We still have 50 hours left, all right? Not 70, right? Because I was like, wait, but that's 60 in total, 60 hours, right? So we still have 50 hours left, right? Out of this full moon in Scorpio, and then it goes into Sag still full, still releasing that energy. Because when it comes to full moon energy, it's basically on the new moon, we start a new chapter. And we feel it with emotions, feelings, imaginations, visions, actions, and expressions. And when it comes to the full moon, it releases and manifests and materializes. So it's after the full moon, actually, that the manifestation comes in. Most times it's not on the full moon. It manifests spiritually, but if you are into spirituality, we all know, first is the spirit, then the movement, frequency and vibration, then the light, then the mind, then the emotion, then the body. That's why we have the spiral, right? So right now, you might be experiencing things that you are unaware of because it's your spirit going through those things. And certain feelings, certain memories might come out of nowhere because your spirit is reacting, moving a lot, is very, very charged because it's full moon. There is no running from it. That's why you see animals going crazy and people going crazy on full moons, right? So right now, you should really hold on to that energy and don't take it to unnecessary areas, aka overreactions, right? So, full moon in Scorpio right now, opposing the sun in Taurus, right? So, feeling balanced by fixed, logical, and dry actions, or feeling opposed and the world is against you or you against the world because you or others are not acting emotionally enough, or you and others are not valuing your desires, passions, aggressions, or frustrations enough. Full moon in Scorpio, in conjuncting both Venus and Mercury, right? So full moon in Scorpio in conjuncting Venus in Aries, misunderstand or overreactions and overreactions and over responses by misunderstanding the relationship or the communication in personal relationships, because you might feel too exposed, or you might feel others are exposing and creating new visions and new expressions too much. And they might be doing it for themselves. They might just be expressing something on their own, and you might feel slash think that they're trying to expose you or devalue a certain emotion or desire on your side. Full moon in Scorpio, misunderstanding in conjuncting Mercury in Aries, retrograde. So past thoughts, ideas, and conversations that deals with creating new visions, passions, and frustrations might make you misunderstand, overreact, and over-respond in a fixed, consistent, and stubborn way, because it might make you feel cringe, might make you feel like you expose yourself too much, or somebody else that you're associating with or was associating with, you might think they were exposing too much, they were being too naive, they were being too loud or too rude, and you might cringe and feel too much in a whatever way it is. You might feel too much about that, right? Full moon in Scorpio, trining Mars in Pisces, a gift to be extremely fixed, stubborn, or consistent about passions, motivation, anger, frustration, and deep desires that comes from associating, being mutable and adaptable to yours and others' feelings, emotions, dreams, illusions, imaginations, spiritual belief systems, and creativity. All right? So, and remember always that Mars is, that Scorpio is ruled by Mars. So the full moon is trining Mars, so it's very, very easy for things to go into aggression. It might be because of an illusion, might be because from a spiritual belief system, it might be because of some La La Land type shit, it might be because of a feeling, something that doesn't really make sense, but there is a gift between Mars, the passion, and the aggressiveness, and the full moon. So it's very easy for things to escalate real quickly. So you have to be really spiritual and detached from those emotions and feelings, detached from these desires, and make sense. Be on point, be fixed on your reality, stability, safety, and privacy. Sun in Taurus, bringing balance to this watery, drying, having a place for all that water to flow into, right? A garden, a tree, right? Full moon in Scorpio, opposing Jupiter in Taurus as well, feeling fulfilled or extremely fulfilled about how you or your associations was slash are or you is are I mean expanding, traveling, or obtaining wisdom and knowledge in ways or areas that allow you to be fixed and consistent or stubborn in your physical circumstances, values, or receiving profit, safety, and security, or feeling like you or others were not there when it was needed to take the action, the passion, or the frustration to expand your physical circumstances, to expand your scenarios in receiving more money, value, validation, or just safety, security, and privacy in a consistent, realistic, and looking into the future way. Moon in Scorpio, full moon in Scorpio, opposing Uranus in Taurus, feeling opposed or extremely balanced by unique, different, and rebellious situations, people, places, or things that deal with stability and fixed ways to make money, validation, or security, or feeling like that is too far away, those new physical circumstances, those new ways to make sense, those unique ways to have fixed security are too far away from your deep emotions, feelings, passions, motivations, aggression, and frustration. And that might not be true. It might just look too different, just might look like things are rebelling against you. It might just be the full moon taking control over your lower chakras. Detach from it, create your own temple, create your own spaceship, and go for there a little bit, right? Full moon in Scorpio, trining Saturn in Pisces a gift to overreact to the reality, to networking, to limits and boundaries and associations that deal with associating dreams, illusions, feelings, emotions, and spiritual belief systems. So you might just be overreacting to reality. You just might be feeling like the world is on your side or extremely away from you. You might be feeling that the world makes sense or the world makes no sense at all. Whatever you're feeling about the world, there is a gift to you feeling over too much about it. Either it's on your side or against you, right? But you have a gift to be more consistent, fixed, or stubborn about whatever is going on in the world, about your associations and networking when it comes to structure, limits, and boundaries, right? It might not feel like that because Saturn is in Pisces, so things are more fluid, things are more emotional, spiritual, and creative, but still, it's all about that. Full Moon in Scorpio, trining Neptune in Pisces, the gift to get really deep, really fixed, consistent, or stuck in grand illusions and grand imaginations, and full moon in Scorpio in squaring Pluto in Aquarius, learning how to overly react, over respond to in a more emotional way to the new age where you and everybody else needs to learn how to transform themselves and their life in a way that they can express, or by expressing their own mind and their own fixed, consistent, rebellious, and unique way to think, communicate, and analyze. So you might be too emotional, you might be too much into your desires, and you have to learn how to transform that by communicating or thinking in a more logical and unique way, or by thinking and communicating about more logical and unique things. Okay? So let's go into the tarot reading right now for every sign. Let's go. If you have Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising, or Aries Mars, you are misunderstanding in conjuncting this full moon in Scorpio. So you might be feeling that everybody is too deep, everybody is too emotional, they are too passionate, too secretive, and too much into their desires. Let's see what, there we go. So we have the Four of Wands. So you want or are already making more sense out of visions, feelings, creativity, and spiritual belief systems. Yeah, because you feel like everybody's just too emotional and too deep, and you want to be more sense, be a bit more dry about feelings, visions, spirituality, passion, motivation, aggressiveness, and frustration, right? Because you just feel like everybody is going too crazy and going too deep with those things. So you want it to make more sense and be a bit more dry, be a bit more light. Tauruses, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon. For Taurus Moons, Prince of Swords. So Taurus Moon needs, or is attracting somebody that needs to create a new external way to think, communicate, and analyze in a lighter and more flexible way. And also you need, or are attracting people that need to associate or be associated with people that do this, or just to the concept or how to do this, which is thinking, communicating, and analyzing in more light and flexible ways, or about more light and flexible stuff. This is for the Taurus Moons. So Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, Taurus Venuses, Taurus and Scorpio Sun signs. You are the balance. You are what others and even you need right now for life to make more sense, be more stable, and lead to profitable places. All right? So let's see what tarot card we have for y'all in this full moon in Scorpio. Reversed Hierophant, reversed Taurus. So I really feel like others are misunderstanding you because you know this. You know, it might be subconsciously, but you know as a Taurus that right now with the moon in Scorpio, we are learning about our spirit. We are learning about spirituality through a desire, through a physical shape and form, but others, because of the full moon in Scorpio, might get lost into the desire. They might get lost into the flesh, into the mind, and into the emotions, and you might be the one bringing reason, making sense, bringing a goal and a purpose to the situation, and they might be pissed at you, they might be thinking that you're not respecting their feelings and emotions, because you are bringing balance, and it's exactly what they need. So be fixed on your own way to make sense, and you'll be alright. Just don't go too hard on it, to not create overreaction. Like I was saying earlier, be more relatable and be a bit more sophisticated. Let's go Gemini. Gemini Sun. Gemini, okay, for Gemini Suns, 8 of Cups. So you might be feeling stuck or stubborn in emotions, feelings, dreams, illusions, and deep desires. For Gemini Sun. Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Mercury, you are misunderstanding the full moon in Scorpio. You feeling / thinking that everybody's too deep, they're too fixed and too stubborn in their emotions, feelings, and deep desires, and you don't like that. It makes you feel uncomfortable. You want to talk and communicate in a more light and flexible way, but everybody's too deep, everybody's overreacting and too passionate and too emotional, right? So let's see what tarot card we have here. There we go. And it is 9 of Pentacles. You have the opportunity, though, to elevate your physical circumstances. You have the opportunity to elevate your responsibilities, your routine, your patterns, your efficiency, and your profit. Why? By using this full moon in Scorpio to go really deep within the emotions and feelings, the purpose, the reason, and the connection to you and your skill, your gifts, and your talents. And then you already do the good talking, you already create a light mood, you already make things go fun and smooth. You just lack that connection, you just lack that confidence, and you just lack that esoteric juice that the full moon in Scorpio can bring to you. Right? Some good shit to our Geminis. They need this. They need this physical structural elevation. They're too much in the clouds, right? Let's go to Cancer, aka Cardinal Water. So Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, or Jupiter, because Jupiter is exalted in there. You are trining, right? The moon in Scorpio, the full moon in Scorpio. So you have a gift to be super fixed, stuck, or stubborn into your new emotions and feelings, your new moods, reasons and meanings that you are creating, and you have the gift to be more passionate and aggressive than usual today and for the next 3, 4, 5 days, right? So we have reversed 9 of Wands. So you have a gift to elevate your self-confidence, your vision, your image about yourself, and you have the gift to elevate your creativity, spiritual belief systems, and how you are passionate, motivated, angry, and frustrated. And you might be misunderstanding, you might be looking into elevate your frustration and aggressiveness, or others might be misunderstanding you because they're feeling too deep and too insecure with the moon in Scorpio, and you're feeling more confident and more structured and more aggressive with more will to go for what you want and need with the full moon in Scorpio, and they're just feeling weird, so they might misunderstand you, or you might just be elevating into passion and frustration in the wrong way. But you have a gift to elevate yourself spiritually, creatively, and creatively as well. All right? Then let's go to Leo. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo and Leo Rising. You are squaring the full moon in Scorpio, so you are learning how to overreact or not to overreact to deep emotions, deep feelings, deep passions, motivation, anger, and frustration. And you are learning how to not show too much of your light, how to not follow everything that gives you validation and attention as well. And there you go, I have the card for you. 4 of Pentacles. So you are learning how to be really real, how to make a lot of sense, how to be real dry, and how to go to war or you're learning the right reasons to go to war, because Orion is all about war, and war is in making others feel dumb, making others feel they make no sense, making others feel they have no point. But I think, especially right now, you are learning when is the right time to do this. What are the right occasions to do this? AKA, what is the right purpose? What is the right meaning? What is the right emotion and feeling to protect using this extremely realistic and hard and dry energy? You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to Virgo. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Mercury. You are sextiling the full moon in Scorpio, so you have the opportunity to overreact and overrespond in a more fixed and consistent way about emotions, feelings, and deep desires that are present or are brought to you into or through your routines, patterns, organization, work, ethic, and health. And bro, I swear, in these last readings I've been doing here live, Virgo always trying to get two cards. You are not Pisces, bro. But maybe it's because Saturn in Pisces, Mars in Pisces, so you might be feeling a bit more open to all possibilities, which is good. But right now, what we need from you, Virgos, is the sense, is going straight to the point. Okay? Almost two cards coming out as well. No, Virgos. Let's go. Keep it focused. You need to help the Pisces make sense and be organized and work every day with the same commitment and energy and not be all over the place with that creativity and imagination. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there we go. Ooh, reversed wheel of fortune. I mean, reversed Jupiter. So you are right now connected to all possibilities. You might be the connection to all possibilities, but it's like a spinning wheel. You might get a lot of presents, you might get a lot of gifts, so you gotta focus, you gotta be specific, because it's misunderstanding. So you or others are misunderstanding your connection to all possibilities and your ability to expand and be more. You might be more passionate or more motivated with this woman in Scorpio. You might be more consistent or more stubborn with your dreams, illusions, and imaginations. But if you are on the right way, you'll go into all possibilities real quick, you'll expand real quick, you'll feel more open and with a broader awareness real quick. But you can also spin the wheel with too much power and manifest a lot of transformative circumstances in a negative way because you were too passionate, too aggressive, or too frustrated on the wrong way. Let's go to Libra, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising, Libra Venus, and Libra Saturn, because Saturn is exalted in Libra. You are fatal attracting the full moon in Scorpio, so you might feel too much, you might feel too deep, you might feel too emotional, or you might feel a strong connection to your desires, but it's not for you. This energy is not for you. Just on the neighborhood, just seeing what's going on, that bullet ain't for you. You don't need to catch these bullets, okay, Libras? Yeah, there we go. King of Pentacles. So you are here to give support. You are here to initiate new limits and boundaries and new ways to make sense, so you can offer great physical support, so you can offer great responsibility support, and you can offer great support by applying new limits and boundaries and new ways to make sense. So all those feelings and emotions ain't for you, Libras. You're here to be a bit more logical, light, and be a support for them, for anybody that is going crazy right now. So now, all the Scorpios, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio, of course, a lot of cards into the floor, a lot of scatteredness. It's that Scorpio energy, and it's the Eight of Pentacles. So the scatteredness comes from feeling stuck, or like you're not moving, or it's just too much things happening in your real life, in your physicality, right? But that's just a full moon scenario, that's just a full moon trap. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and see what's going on in here. For all the Scorpios. So you are overreacting, or you are the reason why most likely people are overreacting to certain stuff, right? Go. Yep. Ten of Cups. Okay, you are being, or people think, because they might be the ones overreacting, right? But whatever it is, it's like too much water, too much feeling, too much emotion, too much illusion, too much connection, too much attachment, too much desire, too much feeling down, too much feeling low. All right, Scorpios, get out of there. Connect to the Libras. They can give you great physical support, great real support. Let's go to Sagittarius. Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising, Sagittarius Jupiter. You are fatal attracting. The full moon in Scorpio. Like Libras, you're feeling too deep, too emotional, too desireful, but that ain't for you. Those bullets ain't for you. You are here to be Virgo, to be Hermit, to detach a little bit from that, to be a bit more internal, to make yourself better, make yourself make sense, and make sure that you feel sure in how you make sense and associate your reality and organization, and then come out and help you and others organize and build something with their deep emotions, feelings, dreams, illusions, imagination, anger, frustration, passion, and motivation in a logical but still associative and communicative way. Let's go to Capricorn. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising, Capricorn Saturn, or Capricorn Mars, because Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So you are sextiling the full moon in Scorpio. So you have the opportunity to initiate new limits and boundaries, or new ways to make sense out of deep feelings, emotions, yeah, and desires. And you got Neptune, the Hanged Man. So this means that you have the opportunity to only and only witness the dream, the illusion, the spirit doing its work, because it's the Hanged Man. Man means thought, logicality, so that is hanged. It cannot move, it can only observe, it can only analyze, it can only be a witness. And then Neptune, the unicorn, the waters, they are moving. Those perhaps lower animalistic natures or your higher spiritual natures, they are doing the things, they are creating the things, and the logicality, the masculinity can only observe and be a witness to later on explain it. You know what I'm saying? So let magic work, leave it on God's hands. But if you think it's too much of an illusion, too much of a dream, once the moon goes into Sag and Capricorn, you limit and boundary that. You make sense out of it. Out of it. Right? Let's go into Aquarius. Aquarius Sun. Aquarius Moon. Aquarius Rising. For all the Aquarius Risings, we have a card for you. Reverse the Sun. So you are misunderstanding or being misunderstood about your actions, expressions, uniqueness, individuality, or because of the things that you are paying attention to, because of the things you are receiving attention from, or the lack of attention, or the things that you are entertained by, or the things that you are entertained. You are being misunderstood, misjudged, and misused because of your attention, the lack of attention, or the things you're paying attention to or you're receiving attention from. Or you're just being seen in the wrong way, basically. Because people too emotional and too deep in their feelings. So that was Aquarius Rising. So Aquarius Uranus, Aquarius Saturn, and Aquarius Mercury, because Mercury is exalted in Aquarius, not in Virgo. That doesn't make sense. For Aquarius Mercury, the Lovers in reverse, Gemini. So your association, your friendships, relationships, relatability, people that have the same interests and you and communicate about the same things on the same styles, you are being misunderstood by them, or you're just connecting and committing with things that you shouldn't commit, or you shouldn't commit so deeply with, because you're just over exalted and you should be a bit more private and connecting with people and things that are more in your emotional side and not so much on your logical external side, right? But for all the Aquarius, let's see, you are squaring this full moon in Scorpio, so you're learning how to overreact about some deep things, about some real emotional and spiritual things, about some real passion and real aggressiveness, right? And we are here to teach others right now how to be more unique, more light, and make more sense about their deep, consistent, and stubborn feelings and deep desires. Yeah, true. Ace of Cups, so you are learning how to overreact to a unique emotion, unique feeling, unique attachment, unique connection, or unique purpose or dream behind whatever you're doing. That's true. I've experienced that today. Lastly but not least, our beautiful and powerful Pisces, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, Pisces Neptune. If you have Neptune in Pisces, this is for you. Reverse Ace of Cups, so you have a very unique and powerful emotion, feeling, or dream, but you are misunderstanding it. You're going too deep on it. Pisces Venus, which is exalted, right? Or Pisces Jupiter, right? This is for you. You are trining the full moon in Scorpio, so you have a gift to go too deep into your dreams, into your illusions, into your creativity, which is good, or into your passions, something that wasn't making you passionate, maybe it was making you excited, now it's making you angry because you're going too deep and going to the other side of things, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what tarot card. We have a lot of cards reversing around, so you might feel like things or people going against you, but it's just you or them overreacting to this full moon, okay? Oh shit, and some scatteredness. It's okay, guys, don't stress, Pisces. Don't stress. It's all good. Oh, I got it. It was about to be more scatteredness, but I got it. Right, there we go. 2 cards, it's okay, it's Pisces. 3 cards, okay. So it all starts with reversed lovers, reversed Gemini. So misunderstanding or misunderstood commitment, relationship, and relatability. But then comes in Queen of Cups. So receiving great emotional support that leads into 9 of Cups. The gift to elevate your emotions and feelings and the connection to your spirit, the divine and the subconscious realm, or your confidence in expressing and communicating and being sure about these things. So it starts with a misunderstanding in your relationships, communications, and relatability that deals into you figuring out a way to receive great emotional support that goes into elevating your ability to connect your spirit basically and being more confident and trusting yourself and your spirit and the connection between you, your spirit, and your higher animalistic natures. All right? So guys, it's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. Leave a like and subscribe. Book a reading with me. Contact Dario for art, web design, clothing, and anything you want artistically. If you want to make sense out of spirituality and your life, contact me. You know what I'm saying? I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions. A whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Catch me live on Twitch playing some games as well. Catch my YouTube gaming channel. Catch Daria's artistic channel, her spiritual channel too, all in the links down below. And contact me via IG, email, or Discord to know more about my services and to book a service with me. Thank you for watching once again. Leave a like and subscribe to the stream. Use the links down below. Until the next time, I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions. A whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Always remember, the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. Always remember to believe in yourself and to believe in all possibilities. God's work, it's our work. Let's go. See you next time.